Coach, as you know, being over in Orlando, still a bit warm here in Florida, but really all things considered, a wonderful fall afternoon for football here in Tampa at Raymond James Stadium. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Detroit Lions and the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. The first quarter of the season already in the rearview mirror, and off we go in Week 5 on EA Sports. Solid return, pretty good field position. They'll start at the 32-yard line. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10.
56.
General West, Bravo.
56.
5.
From the gun, Bauer. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down.
Brandon, it looked like he had his hands on it for a moment, but let's face it, that was going to be a tough catch all the way because of the presence of the defense right there as he was trying to haul it in.
Yeah, nice job to force the incompletion.
Hey, exit.
56 to Mike, boys. 56. Check 56.
Man, that's trash. That's trash.
56 to Mike.
Throwing again. Bauer. There's the Penn State man. It's Chris Godwin. 1st down, Tampa Bay there, a gain of 13.
That's good for a Buccaneers 1st down. 1st and 10.
80 game.
50. Time to go night-night.
Ready.
Stepping up, he'll try and run. 2 yards the gain on the keeper, and it's 2nd down.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Set up. 10 Lobo.
Rabbit.
Hey!
Hey, check Mike 50.
Hey, orbit.
It's our field.
Get it.
To throw on 2nd down. Bauer gets this one to Le'Veon Bell. And it's going to be another 1st down as they'll get him to the ground at the Lions' 41-yard line.
I like it, I like it, I like it. Get everyone involved in the passing game, and you know you can create those great mismatches throwing it to your guys out of the backfield.
And on the first drive, that can also help establish some rhythm, right?
I think so, and gets everyone involved. They feel like they're part of it and really gets them amped up as they go forward.
Now the first carry for Le'Veon Bell. And he only manages a couple here down to about the 38-yard line.
Well, we saw him there trying to get it to the outside, trying to get to the perimeter, but not a whole lot of room there. But there's got to be one positive to that. If you keep moving laterally, creases tend to develop as the game moves on, and they can run it back inside later.
Looking to throw on 2nd down. Bauer. And that going to be incomplete. A lot of contact, no call, and it's 3rd down.
They went with a dime look on defense. 2 extra defensive backs on the field and covered up essentially every blade of grass. That allowed them to disrupt the play.
So the failure to connect on 2nd down, that leaves them staring up here at a 3rd and 8.
50. Let's go, defense. Let's get out the field, defense.
50's the Mike.
Operating from the gun. Bauer. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Emmanuel Ogbah coming in to drop him for a loss of 8, and it also brings up 4th. Here comes the Buccaneers punter now. As the first drive of the game stalls out, he's on to punt. Oh, heavy Lion pressure here, and they block it. A big seam, and he might go all the way. Touchdown, Lions.
Partners, you well know every block punt wasn't necessarily a called block. Sometimes the guy just finds his way back there. Doesn't matter. The play happens, and that one turned into 6 points because they handled it so well after the block.
Extra point by Marr, up and good. And it's now a 7-0 game. Following the touchdown, here's Marr to kick it away. This is taken at his 4. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get it up to the 29-yard line. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession.
We got to get the ball, D. Get the ball right here.
X3, 218, chop it.
Watch out, watch out. You go.
Here's Ronald Jones, first carry for the USC man. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2. Charles, they won last week despite him not running the ball well. They told us need to get him going. Runs like that help.
And they talked to us about leaning on him because, as you noted, last week they didn't have to. Still run the ball game. They leaned on other people to give them the yardage that they needed, but they really want him to be that guy, and that's what they're doing early in this game.
And he is able to take this way down into Detroit territory. And he will finally be wrestled down at the Lions' 5.
30 base.
Check 50, check 50.
Now Bell. And he'll get this one back to the 5-yard line, but no further than that. They'll say no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd and goal.
All right, quick observation, Brandon, because early on in this game, I'm seeing linebackers putting up their noses close to the line of scrimmage.
And my guess is the wheels are turning on that other sideline. As a play caller, you're filing that away right now, aren't you?
Yeah, you're trying to find...
Blitz coming, and down he goes. Emmanuel Ogbah able to record his 5th sack of the season.
2nd goal, last thing you need to do is get pushed backwards to take a sack. But he couldn't find anywhere to go with the football, had to eat it, and ended up on the ground.
Here's 3rd and goal now, back at the 11.
Watch the screen, watch the screen. Watch the screen, watch the screen. Watch the screen.
5.
Check my 50.
5.
From the gun, Bauer. That's complete. It's Bell. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Buccaneers. Le'Veon Bell. His 4th touchdown on the year as his guys are on the board here in this first quarter. Extra point by Gay is up and good, and we are tied at 7. Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback.
Here we go. 60 Pittsburgh.
I'm coming after you.
And to give this time to the tailback. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26.
Another scouting report on him is that he doesn't possess the eye discipline to be an elite linebacker. And what that means is his ability to read, react, and make a play. But on that one, he looked like one of those guys.
He lets it fly for Lockett. Looking for Lockett, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 28. He had a little bit of the turnover bug last week. 3 interceptions. Not an absolute disaster, but another one here. Do you start to get a little worried?
You worry about your team as a whole because you have to find a way to make those interceptions, quote-unquote, go away, and that means your defense. They've got to go out there on sudden change and at least hold people to field goals. And if that keeps happening, they lose confidence in the quarterback, and then no one plays well.
Weaving through traffic, and now he's free. Touchdown, Tampa Bay. Ronald Jones, his first touchdown on the year. And the Bucs have taken the lead. Seeing some pretty good offense here in this first quarter.
It's been a wild start to this quarter, as you noted. And now with that lead that we're seeing, can they retaliate? I get the sense this one's going to go back and forth all game long.
And that probably won't be the last long touchdown that we see in this one. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here. Back to throw. Kramer. Here's Carson with a catch out of the backfield. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 15 yards for the Lions there on a first down.
First down, Lions.
Ready? 10-2 stop.
Through one quarter, 14-7 our score.
Buccaneers 14, Lions 7.
18 Gator, now!
Let him know.
They'll run on first down. It's Carson, and he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. 11 yards there and a Lion first down.
Boy, he does it at a high level, doesn't he? Because when I watch him, I think of his vision. Straight ahead, peripheral. Also has that sense of where holes are going to be before they actually open. I think that helps set him apart from many of the other backs in the league.
Now a throw to the end zone on first down, but it winds up incomplete. Tyler Lockett was the target there, but it's going to be second down. I know he wants to get his team back in the game, but a 50-50 ball right there that maybe was a little questionable.
Yeah, he's pretty lucky to get that one back. I think that sometimes these quarterbacks play with a lot of confidence that borders on arrogance, and that can put your team in some Dutch.
Yeah, especially maybe want to look at some safer routes after the interception he had that ended their last drive. And he'll be taken down at the 44-yard line. That catch good for 5. It's third down.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
He's got Lockett. And he'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. A good pickup there, 21 yards. He's such a good route runner. Shows it there on third down. Very proficient and a good pass.
And you know what I've observed over the years in the NFL? The better a route runner you are, the more confidence your guy's going to have in you to go to you in important times because he can trust you being in the right spot, and they connected there and picked up a first down.
And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete.
We know it's not an easy job to go out and catch passes when people are trying to tackle you and knock the ball away, but the bottom line is that's a pass he's got to have and a pass he should have caught.
45.
Throwing again on second and 10. Kramer, and they're going to get him. He's sacked back around the 28. Jeffrey Simmons in there to get him, and that is sack number 6 now for him on the year. 9th play of the drive now on third and a country mile. Looking to throw. Kramer. And that will be incomplete.
That's a good job there creating the contact to force the incompletion. And now since it's fourth down, that should set up a field goal situation.
And a nice sigh of relief defensively to be able to hold them to 3. The kick by Maher is good. And they'll cut the lead back down to 4 now at 14-10. So in the end, they had the ball for 10 plays, but the drive gets them 3, not 6.
Is it okay if I give credit to both sides on this one?
Absolutely.
All right, let's start defensively. They hung in there. 10-play drive, but they stiffened when they got close to the goal line, made them kick a field goal. And for the offense, 10-play drive. They might be a little disappointed they got a field goal, but they moved the ball down the field with dispatch and came away with points.
Ready.
The The Tampa offense ready to get their drive started. And coming off a one-play drive that was so deflating for the defense, what's their mentality? How do they rally here and stop this offense?
Well, hopefully there's some determination that sets in because they weren't ready to go on the last one. Give all the credit to the offensive guys for getting it done, but to allow a run of that length, that's just not being prepared. So now, are they determined? Are they ready to read their keys and make the proper plays?
And we'll see how determined they are. The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. Back to the ground, this time with Jones. 4 yards on the pickup there as it'll leave him with a 3rd and about 4 more for a 1st.
On any running play that's called, they're always hoping that it's going to break big and go the distance. But when you get a nice gain like that, you're able to do so many things anyway. You can come back and run essentially the same play again, continue to move the ball on the ground, or you can decide to throw the ball now because usually you have the defense back on its heels.
Open man has got one. It's complete. And he will have a 1st down here at about the 40. That's good for 9 yards as they convert on the 3rd down play.
First and 10 at the 40-yard line.
Now a 1st down carry by Bell.
I got you, boy.
It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
On 2nd down, it's Bell. And he'll be brought down at the 48-yard line. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a 1st down.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action.
Let's go. Let's go.
We remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll send you cross-state to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman will have all the stats and all the scores from games going on during another busy Sunday in the National Football League. Had a bit of a lane there, took advantage of it. Give him 7 there on the 1st down carry. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3. A good run, got 7 on 1st. Here's 2nd and 3.
Watch the run. They're running it.
Hey, Echo.
50, Mike 50, Mike 50. Crunch time, defense. Mike 50, Mike 50.
2nd and 3. And this one's incomplete.
So it looked like maybe his 3rd or his 4th read on his progression. Just trying to find his outlet man that time. Ends up leading him just a bit too much.
Seventh play of the drive now as they come up on a 3rd and 3.
Hey, high 7.
Silver.
Operating from the gun. Bauer. It's caught. Jones. And he's going to get this down near the 30-yard line. And it's going to be another 1st down as they'll get him to the ground at the Lions' 30.
And this is why trying to cover the angle route is so difficult. Anyone playing the linebacker position, when they see a running back out of the backfield widen because he heads towards the flat first, oftentimes you widen too much and overcommit. He cuts up inside, and this is what we saw there. A nice pickup for a 1st down.
Yikes, a 4-yard loss really sets him back now for 2nd down. Well, this has been a good march down the field, but now they're stuck looking at a 2nd and 14.
Not today.
Hey, Zoo.
Ready,
Fire.
From the gun, Bauer goes underneath for Bell. It'll be a gain of 4, and that'll bring up a 3rd and 11 situation.
Brings up 3rd and 11.
Now the Bucs going to use the first of their timeouts as it comes with 22 seconds to go here at half number 1.
50. Get him.
On 3rd down, here's Bell. And he will not make it to that imaginary yellow line as they get him to the ground at about the 23. 7 yards on the carry there, but now they're staring at 4th down. And we're going to get a timeout with 2 seconds remaining in the second quarter. So with 2 ticks left here in the half, on is the field goal unit. They'll spot it at the 30, so this is a 40-yard attempt. Gay's kick is good, and that will do it for this first half. So we have reached halftime with a touchdown. That's the difference on the scoreboard. As we toss it an hour or so east of here to Orlando, it's Jonathan Coachman with our EA Sports Halftime Report. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. They're down here, but very much in this game. What's the tonality of a coach? Rush coming, and he's taken down. Bernardrick McKinney muscled his way in for the sack. You know, despite the scoreline, I think they've got to like where they are here. They're on the road and just one big play away from getting right back in this game.
I'm going to follow right along with you because the spot they're in now is a credit to their defense. They've kept them in it by making the plays that they've made, and that just means you're one big score away from being right back there.
Now the question is, can this offense step up and make that play? Because that's been an issue for them in this game. It goes as a loss of 6, and now third down. Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here after first and second down went backwards. It's third and very long. Off play action. Kramer. That one complete to Driver. Despite a pickup of 16, they're still well short of the sticks on fourth.
He gets his first catch there, but all in all, when you're talking about the #1 receiver in the NFL coming into this game, and we're just talking about the first catch there, I think they're doing a nice job of bottling him up.
Fielded just inside the 30. A good return there, call it 13 yards. And out will come the offense as they take over. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. They were able to get the ball back here, didn't surrender any points. Now they'll look to add to that lead.
And how about the boost the defense gave them? Going right out on the field, shutting them down, not giving up any points, and turning the ball back over. They want to do their part now and show them a little respect and some gratitude by scoring some points.
And to get a little more cushion. The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5. Again, it's Jones. And he'll get it down to the 47 here. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down.
They're trying to show that they can run the ball and protect this lead. Give it to the backs, play a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point, going to make that defense stand up and stop them.
Here we go, G. Get off the field.
Hey, Alpha.
Tricky's the mark. Tricky's the mark. Wild Bill. Wild Bill. Mike's 50. Mike's 50. 6-man.
Now a first down carry by Jones. And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. Officially no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down.
2nd and 10 at the 47-yard line.
So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10.
Hey, Haywood.
57 to Mike.
2nd and 10. And he'll find Hall. And past the 35, he'll be dropped a yard or 2 shy of the 30. It's a gain of 16, first down Tampa Bay.
That was a nicely run slant route, and what the receiver's trying to do is make the defender think he's going upfield for a deeper route, and then breaks it off, usually after about 3 to 4 steps, and cuts towards the middle of the field. And now what he's trying to do is use his body to keep the defender away from the football and give the quarterback a really nice target.
57 to Mike.
On 1st and 10, Bauer. And it's complete. What a catch at the 7. A really nice gain of 25 yards.
That's another Buccaneers first down.
Two big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's 1st and goal.
Look at me, zipper.
Mike 56, Mike 56. Check, 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 check.
Operating from the gun. Bauer. And it'll be intercepted. Able to get there and pick it. We're holding on to the lead at this stage in the second half. Those are the types of plays you really want to try and stay away from.
And when you're a rookie, keeping your focus is something that you still have to work on all the time because there's so many distractions around you between the crowd noise and your coaches and your teammates. But the other part, you've got to learn how to finish. The 2 F's for a rookie quarterback.
And he is brought down at the 22 after a gain of 2, and it brings up 2nd down.
Tough first half for him, unable to put up the numbers he's used to producing. But with a guy like him, you and I both know it just takes a couple of explosive touches for him to make an impact on this game and on the stat sheet as well.
To throw on 2nd down, Kramer. He rifles one that's intercepted. It's Devin White, the linebacker, and they will take over at the 26-yard line.
But this is a defense that can confuse even the best of quarterbacks with their zone schemes. And here you've got a linebacker that's going to stay at home and just sit down in that zone. And this one basically comes right to him.
Come to my work. We want it. Come to my work.
Ready?
On 1st down, Jones. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line.
You know, it's become cliche, but we have seen it and observed it. When runners have days like what we're seeing right now, they often take their offensive linemen out for steaks afterwards, don't they? They all go buy them dinner. But after a play like that, he might reduce it, might go to the corner and just grab a hot dog or two, huh?
Hey, I mean, they've still been blocking for him well in this game. They don't get one mulligan up front.
Okay, so what we're saying then is we're going petite filet instead of porterhouse.
8 ounce. 8 ounce is good.
All right, just checking. Partner, I know my grade school teachers never would believe this, but I can absorb a lesson. I think there's a lesson in this one. He's having a great day running the football, but occasionally they're going to find a way to stop you, aren't they?
Yeah, this time the defense stepped up in what's been so far a tough game for them.
Mike's 50, Mike's 50. I got one.
Throwing on 3rd and long. Bauer, he's going to let this go for the end zone. Back of the end zone, could he get his feet down? No, it's incomplete.
Well, this at least is the right idea. I think they've got to get the tight end more involved.
He had just 1 target in the first half, incomplete. Now incomplete here with the first target of the second half.
Yeah, should not stop them at all from going back to him, though. Find him. Find him.
And this is right down the middle as he puts it through. And they double him up here. That makes our score 20-10. Now, bottom line, tremendous starting field position really squandered there as they wind up going backwards and then come up with just 3.
Well, getting the 3 turned out to be important. I can imagine the head coach when he ordered the field goal. Please salvage something out of this drive. That was not fun to watch.
Got it.
The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. And here we are almost through 3 quarters of play, and this passing game still has not really found any kind of rhythm.
Put it mildly, because they're not even over 100 yards yet. And in today's NFL, where it's a pass-first league, that is quite surprising. Not many teams patient enough to stick.
And he takes this one in for a Lions touchdown. A big play there. His 4th touchdown on the year, as they are now just an extra point away from making this a 3-point game. Extra point by Marr, up and good. And that will get him 1 closer. Following the touchdown, here's Marr to kick it away. This is taken at his 4. And he will be taken down here on the return on what will wind up being the final play of this 3rd quarter. Back now in Tampa. It's been a very hotly contested game to this point. Just a field goal separating these 2 teams as we get set for the 4th quarter. throwing on first down. Fowler under a heavy rush, and down he goes.
So if we recount real quick, he had the touchdown earlier, and now he comes up with the sack here. No doubt about it, he's having himself a game.
Protection certainly going to need to be a bit better here on 2nd and 16.
Bravo.
Check my 50. My 50.
2nd and long. They'll rifle this one deep right. And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Picked off at the 45. The rookie was trying to push it downfield, but the safety bit him.
And he'll learn that you have to hold the safety. And you do that with your head movement, your eyes, sometimes your shoulders. Hold the safety so that you can get back to the throw that you really want to make. He got so excited thinking his guy was open that he made it easy for the defensive back to go get the football.
It's a loss of 4 there, bringing up 2nd down. Up front, the struggles continue for this offense among the line. What can they do? Change the play calling? What?
I think part of that, yes, changing some of the play calls, some screens, some draws, some misdirection. You want to run any type of a play that will influence these guys to continue to get upfield and find a way to use that against them and slip things in behind them. So some quick passes could work as well. They sure put the coverage guys in a stress on that one. They thought they were going deep. Ends up curling inside for a nice chunk of yardage.
The Lions on 3rd down. Just 1 for 3 thus far. This time they face a 3rd and 2. And he'll give it here to his running back. And he's taken down at the 43, but not before picking up the first. But just 4 yards on the pickup, but that's good enough to extend the drive. Some good games going on in the early window. This might be the best of the bunch. On first down, Kramer. That's complete into the hands of Carson. And he's going to get this inside the 30. 15 yards for the Lions there on a first down.
We can talk all we want about football being a game of strength and brawn. It's also a game of mismatches, and they're trying to create one there, getting it to their back out of the backfield to make a bigger play.
As we often say, get it to him in space, let him use his leg.
Yeah, if he can get a matchup against a linebacker.
Oh, no, he lost the football, and it's picked up by the Buccaneers. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
We have seen this before, and we know coaches preach about this and work on it all the time. Catch the ball. You know there's going to be some traffic somewhere. They've got to put it away and secure it as they try and get downfield.
Clock running, under 4 to play now as they come up on 1st and 10.
Hey, lock it.
Show it up. Show it up.
Ready?
They'll toss it out to Carson. He will push his way down to about the 14. Give him a couple on the carry there, 2nd and 8.
Sometimes you're aligned perfectly and the play comes to you, and sometimes you got to cover some ground to go make the play, as we just saw there.
We saw a great example of perseverance right there on that play.
Got to be careful. They might want to throw one over his head as this game progresses.
Get it.
Looking to throw on 2nd down. Kramer, and it's caught. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Detroit. A 14-yard touchdown. And the Lions are going to jump back in front.
All the receivers in the league are plenty good enough. Otherwise, they wouldn't make it in the NFL. But the ones that go to the Pro Bowl, they have refined route-running ability.
Extra point by Marr, up and good. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful.
That's it, baby. We're going to work.
At their own 25-yard line.
Let's go now.
The Tampa offense ready to get their drive started.
I'm coming after you.
Hey, orbit.
24 is the mic. Defense.
Now.
Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's second down.
Now, he's been a busy man out of the backfield. They've looked his way quite a bit so far in this game.
Nice job there defensively, though, adjusting, because a couple of his earlier catches, he was wide open. Not that time.
You mentioned the key word, adjustment. A better cover man on him now in space.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25.
Come to me, it's me. Let's go, Mike 50, Mike 50.
Hey, Foxtrot, Foxtrot.
Mike's 50, Mike's 50. Hey, defense, let's go. Pick it up, D.
To throw again. Bauer. And this is incomplete. He was looking to hit his running back, Le'Veon Bell, that time. And now it's 3rd down.
Okay, I'm not quite sure how to judge that one. Maybe he didn't have enough legs underneath him. Mechanics might have been off. Maybe some fatigue. That one came up short.
Yeah, 4th quarter. Maybe you do start to watch as the arm there, the leg's still there. This has been a tough game.
Mike's 50, Mike's 50. Watch the call.
On 3rd down, Bauer. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
Trying to get that one to his tight end, and they've been trying to get the ball to him, but as of yet, unable to successfully complete one. But you know there's usually a nice comfort zone in throwing to the tight end. Great sight lines, usually right in the middle of the field.
And the kick's away as he angles this one for the sideline. So out of bounds on the punt, and the spot will be, the side judge says, right at the 35-yard line here. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
2 yards on the pickup. It's 2nd and 8 at the 37-yard line.
Well, they don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway.
Squeeze. Shoot.
They run again with Carson, and they will only muster a yard here to the 38.
It's a gain of a yard.
4th quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a one-score game. So the Lions in possession of the football as we welcome you back. They're facing a critical 3rd down now as they try to hold on to this lead. He can run for it, and he will. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. And he's going to wind up getting this all the way down to the Buccaneers' 32-yard line.
And the Lions first down.
So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30. Here's Carson. And he'll get this down to about the 30, 31-yard line. Now the Bucs going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play. The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8.
Check three, check three, check three.
That one looks like he'll throw here. It's caught. Lockett. He'll get the first down and more inside the 20. And he takes this one in for a Lions touchdown. Tyler Lockett. His 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Lions are able to extend their lead.
Well, it'd be real easy to say that they are firmly in control right now, but I'm looking at your face and I'm thinking I've got to be careful with that.
Well, it's a 2-score game. You're inside of 2 minutes. I think you can breathe relatively easily now.
Yeah, you can, but still, you got to stay vigilant. Can't give up anything cheap and easy. That could put you in some jeopardy.
And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. That's good for a Buccaneer first, a pickup of 12 yards. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. From the gun, Bauer. He's going to let it fly. It's caught inside the 25. And he takes this one into the end zone, and all of a sudden, here in the final minute, things get a little bit tighter.
No, we're not cheering. No, we're not rooting, but I am excited about this, and I know you are too. We got a ball game again after that big-time strike.
Big-time strike, and you are right. Don't go anywhere yet. This thing's not done. Back to throw, and he's got it. So the try for 2 successful, and with it, they're back within a field goal. So a little under 50 seconds to go. Plenty of time if they can get this onside kick. And this is going to be recovered by the hands team. And that should just about put a capper on this one. Fourth quarter, they felt like they needed the football back. Unfortunately, they couldn't get it.
And I know we brought analytics into the game, and someone has said here that the data says that when a team's expecting an onside kick, 80% of the time, the team expecting it, they do actually recover the ball, which is what we saw here. I just wonder if that number is much more of a anecdotal type of a number, kind of like when the coaches tell us, well, when you score on special teams, 93% of the time you win the game. I'm still waiting to see that number is empirical.
Oh, they'll try the sweep. It's Lockett with it. And he's going to get it down to the 33-yard line here. The Bucs forced to use their third and final timeout as the clock will stop with 37 seconds to play.
Let's go. 18 Gator.
All day, baby, all day.
On third down, Carson. And that one going nowhere from the start as he's met in the backfield and goes backwards. That'll make it 4th down after a loss of 1.
A loss of a yard brings up 4th down.
And no move to get the offense off the field. They'll stay put on 4th and 1.
What you got? What you got, Heavy? What you got, Heavy? Give me some. Give me some. What we got? Kill, kill, kill. Turn up.
Hey, high 7. Go.
So this one's over. It's a win for the Detroit Lions, and they were buoyed, Charles, by a big second half that put this one on ice.
So you get the sense that whatever was said at halftime obviously hit home. I think it's a little bit more than that, though. Obviously, there are words that are said, and, hey, come on, guys, we have to play better. But sometimes it's just sharpening your execution, sharpening your focus, and maybe doing the things you practiced all week without major adjustments, just doing them better. And that got it done in this one.
So for the Lions, they boost their record up to a strong 4-1. And they'll get another road date next week as their opponents will be the Minnesota Vikings. Meanwhile, for the Bucs, it was a good first month, but they'll fall to 4-1 as they suffer their first loss. And they'll try to rebound next week on the road in Nashville. Thanks for tuning in, everybody. Alongside Charles Davis, we thank our entire crew. I'm Brandon Gaudin. This is the NFL on EA.